Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Reisinger. I am the professor J360, managing online public relations. It's the fall of 2015, and our weekly Google Hangouts, we always chat, social media. We talk a platform. We talk the fail of the week and stuff like that, and which actually I forgot to pull up here real quick. And we have a lot of fun. So, hi, everybody. How's everybody tonight? Doing okay? Yeah, give me some peace signs, some waves, head nods, thanks. Sometimes it's interesting, having an online class because it's not like we're hanging out together. So let me pull up. There's my social media fails. So, like always, I like to start off the weeks now with talking about a social media fail. Social media is so prevalent within our society and so many things are happening. Um, they happen all the time. So here we go. Airline, this is from the New York Post, and you guys can check this out too. It was on CNN, New York Post, Mashable, all of them. But airline to porn star on a delayed flight, quote, with you we prefer when it lasts longer. Okay? So this is kind of crazy. When Nikita Belluccia, I guess she is a French adult screen actress, when she was frustrated that her getting a lot of noise, that her flight was delayed. Okay, so she went to Twitter, just like everybody does now when you're on flights, you're going somewhere, and this is what she put on Twitter. Okay, and the airline company is called Transavia France, and their Twitter handle is TRANSAVIA FR. So Transavia France. So she said, my flight is scheduled to leave at 14:30. It's just that with you, we prefer when it lasts longer. Have a good day. I remain available. Oh, I read the wrong one. She said, can we have some information about flight 03743? It's been delayed 4 times this morning. There's no information in Budapest. And this is what, again, Transavia France Airlines tweeted back to her and saying, flight is scheduled for 14:30. It's just that with you, we prefer when it lasts longer. Have a good day. I remain available. I mean, come on, people. Come on. Give me a break. It doesn't matter what somebody does. And yes, obviously, it's France, and whoever's in charge that day of the Transavia France Airlines social media account knew that she was an adult film actress. But you just don't do that. Use common sense. Use common sense. So, the airline tweeted her. All of a sudden, there was huge outrage from her supporters and stuff like that, okay? So Transavia Air issued a number of apology tweets, and the first one was, I am sorry you were offended by the joke. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Again, I'm sorry. The plane will leave shortly. So then it was followed by another one, blah, 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 and it says, good evening. We return to you again for an apology for the tweet and our delay. Our customer service will contact you by email about the delay of the flight soon. So guys, I mean, obviously whoever was in charge of this French Twitter account thought that this would be funny, but again, it's just common sense. No matter what somebody's doing, no matter what their, profession might be, just be cool, Think about it. Think before you tweet. That's what I tell everybody. So I always open it up for extra credit or anything. Does anybody have a social media fail or something crazy, whack, funky that happened on social media this week? Okay, Chris, dude, I see you raising your hand, man. So inform us. What do you know here? What happened to you this week? Or what do you know?
Read the Zola adventures on Twitter. Did anybody hear about that?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did not. I don't even know what you're talking about. Please educate me.
I guess like this African American girl who worked at Hooters was like at her Hooters waitressing or whatever, and there was like this like white girl who I guess was like a stripper, and they were like talking, and like she was there with her sugar daddy, and like they like exchanged numbers, and like ended up driving to Florida. Like I guess this was in like Georgia, so they drove to Florida to go strip, and like he was really like a pimp, and he was like tricking her out, and like I guess like all this crazy shit happened, and like her sugar daddy murdered somebody, and her boyfriend, who was a white boy, was down there, and he like tried to commit suicide because she was like tricking and like this girl like just met her, went to Florida with her. Then the guy like flew them back home, and then like he got arrested, and then they were like found in Las Vegas or something, and she like tweeted like the entire story. It was like a whole bunch of tweets. It was hilarious, and like a lot of people like it just went viral, and people are like, oh, this is better than any like a Lifetime movie, anything like that. Like it was crazy.
Wow. So what exactly transpired online then? Like, was he tricking her out online, or was it just a fight?
So like he was like tricking her out like with his like clients that he found, but then I guess the Zola girl made her like a backup page and like got a whole bunch of hits or whatever. Then I don't know, it was a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and like I guess they went there to strip initially, but they didn't make any money. Then she was like, okay, I'll trick out or whatever. And then Zola was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then her boyfriend was like mad because they were gone all night, and I guess he was like smoking or something outside with like some guy with dreads. And then like he like tells them that like his girlfriend and her friend are like they're working or whatever. And then I guess like he recognized his girlfriend on the backup page and like set her up, and she went there, and like I guess he was like a pimp too, and like was mad because she was taking all the profit and like was like beating her up or something. And like I guess that her sugar daddy, the white girl who was getting beat up, like went and killed him and shot him. And like this girl was just tweeting it the entire time when it was happening. It was crazy.
Wow. That is kind of crazy. That is nuts.
But like it went viral. Like everybody's like been talking. I guess she was just tweeting about it like yesterday morning. But it like went viral, and like it was just, it's nuts. But I mean, I would watch the film adaptation. So.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, there you go, people. Katie, no, we still can't hear you. I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna get to you here now. So, it's kind of a booger. Katie's having some mic issues. You know, Google Hangouts, they're a work in progress and stuff. Anybody else have any type of fail? Was Chris it? Everybody else is good? Okay, right on. Okay. Somebody heard Katie. Anybody just hear her talk? No? No, I didn't either. I don't know who Kata is. Who are you, Kata? Sorry. Okay. Well, okay, let's do this because we got to get on with class because we got a lot to talk about tonight at YouTube. Katie, I'm going to introduce what you're talking about, and if you could type it in real quick into the group chat, and then I will send it out to everybody. But okay, everybody, you just got done with your book reports. I'm going to have some grades for you guys this weekend and things like that. Try and join our phone. Okay, cool. And Katie did a little bit above and beyond and things like that, okay? So she did her book report, and she contacted me and asked if she could have a couple extra days because she reached out via Twitter to Mark Schaefer, who is the author of one of the books that you guys could read for your book report, and she actually interviewed Mark, and she got some extra stuff for that. So she was going to let you guys know a little bit about, you know, her chat with Mark here for about 5 minutes and what she learned from talking with him. Okay, Katie, are you up and running, you think? No? Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, okay. So let's chat your book reports. I'll tell you, I've just now here a few days ago started reading these bad boys. They're awesome. You guys have some really good points from your book reports. You know, each of the books that you could have chose tells you something different. I wish, again, you know, this was like a year class, or we could do a little bit more or meet more, because every book has something that could teach you. So I was really proud. A lot of you chose No Bullshit Social Media. A lot of you chose the Mark Schaefer book, The Content Code, and things like that. So Katie's back.
Can you guys hear me on this?
Hey,
Hey, totally can hear you.
Woo!
Woo! Okay, all right, all
Yay.
right. So, you know, long story short, yes, your book reports were awesome. I will get some grades to you guys soon. It will be the first grade that you see in on course. So here now, Katie Carr, if you want to tell us a little bit about how was your discussion with Mark Schaefer and what were like 2 or 3 of the biggest takeaways that you think everybody would want to know, please.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just want to pull the interview questions up. First of all,
Sure.
he was totally awesome. I don't know how many of you guys read the book, The Content Code, but if you haven't yet, I would highly suggest it, especially if you're a journalism major, whether it's PR, broadcast, anything, because it's solely based on content. So obviously that can go hand in hand with any of our majors. So basically, if you didn't read the book, okay. If you didn't read the book, it basically dissects why content is successful and why it's not. He's a really, really, really firm believer that like sharing is everything. So a lot of what we talked about was that. I think a few of did you say name a few takeaways?
Sure. Like your couple biggest takeaways that you really loved from talking with him.
Okay, he was great. I couldn't even get half of my interview into my book report because like everything he said was notable. I think a few of the things that really hit home, one of them was he said the economic value of social media and content is sharing. You have to remember that the act of pushing the publish button does not do anything. It does not create any economic value or any return on investment. So I thought that was good to hear because I think a lot of us are right now, we're trying to get the grip on writing the content that we're not focused on what we're actually going to get out of it.
Sure.
Let's see. A couple other things. He said that one of the main reasons people's content, as in like blog posts, are failing is like the most simple mechanical issues. Like if you don't have a share button for your blog posts, you need to make that now. He said people aren't adding images. Right now, visual is everything on the internet. So if you're having blog posts, he said you need to have an image for every single blog post that goes live on air. So I thought that was really good to know. And then he also said the title is everything. You know, people can't see the blog post like at first and click what the content is in the blog post. They see the title, so the title is what makes them click. So he said, for example, if someone has like social media tips part 1, he said that's not going to get people to click. You need to actually say something about the content in the title, so you can say a first tip and then say more following or something like that. So I thought that was really good to know, just because adding an image, adding a good title, and a share button are the easiest things to do for a blog post. Let's see. I think another thing was we had a really good talk. He told me that his daughter actually graduated with a public relations degree, so he was super excited to talk to somebody that's actually waiting to go out into the field and is still earning an education. And I mean, this is obvious, we all know it, but he said experience is invaluable. So he said that we have opportunities to learn by doing in college, and there's nothing that can replace that. So taking a few hours out of our week to blog, or if we have an opportunity to write for the campus newspaper, or the smallest things like that we can put our name on. He said you need to take advantage of everything that's in front of you right now, which I personally am trying to do. But I have friends that have graduated and still yet to find a job because they don't have any experience yet in the field.
Sure. Give me one more quick one. One more quick anecdote.
What was that?
Oh, give me one more quick anecdote, or wrap this one up for me, if you don't mind.
Okay. So another thing that we talked about is customer experience. Obviously, customer experience is huge right now. We can rate every restaurant online. We can write a review for anywhere online, on Google+, everywhere. And he said, although customer experience is important, it's not everything, which I recently wrote a blog post that said, content is focused on customer experience. We need to talk about customer experience. And he gave me a really good quote that I wanted to tell you guys. He said, sometimes we just want a hamburger, or sometimes we just need a car wash. He said, like you need to make sure the experience is good, but you don't want to force something upon somebody. So I thought that was really good. He said you can go broke with engagement, and you can talk yourself broke even when you're not even selling the item or the content.
That's fantastic.
He
Those are some really good things. He's a smart dude, really smart guy.
Yeah, he is great. I mean, everything he said was notable. I could have kept my book report going on for pages, but I had to wrap it up. So.
No, that's cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing.
You.
I'm glad we can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, making a racket in the social work building. So.
Woo. Cool. No, that's cool. And Katie brought up a couple really good points, you guys. That's why I keep telling you guys, there's a hashtag for a reason. And I know that some of your friends are pissed off and they're like, man, I'm tired of seeing J360. And I had a student from another class today. One of her friends is like, what if I start using the hashtag C3370? And she's like, oh, that would be great. So, I mean, people are watching this. But, again, it's sharing content, helping each other out, getting that stuff out there. If you guys aren't sharing each other's blogs, always make sure you're sharing your blogs on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at least, and always make sure that you're retweeting, your other classmates' blogs. I mean, that's good stuff. It's good content. You guys are pushing that out. All my friends, moment on J360 hashtag. Yeah. All right on. Everybody does love the J360 hashtag. But okay. Let me take a quick drink here. Let's talk some YouTube, everybody. YouTube is awesome. YouTube, quick and easy. Here's some history. YouTube was started in 2010. It was started like most things. It was just a kind of a crowd-funded project, and these three guys were like, "Hey, YouTube was really started as an educational service. They really wanted to just do educational videos and things like that." Within 2 years, YouTube was bought by Google. And when Google bought YouTube, that's just, man, the sky was the limits and things like that. And that was in, what was that in, 2012? Here, my notes. Yeah, Google bought YouTube in 2012 for $1.25 billion. $1.25 billion. And half of that was in cash, and I think half of it was like stock options. So it's pretty cool, and it's an awesome platform. So I'm going to tell you guys here about. I'm going to reference my YouTube page, and I'm going to reference Mary Freebed's YouTube page, okay? Because they're two really filled out YouTube pages, and you guys need to do this for your final web video. So first off, you all should already have your YouTube page. If you don't, you need to get that done now and send that to me. On your YouTube page, make sure it's filled out. Put your profile picture on there. Let me click on YouTube here and go to my channel. If you click on the, the About, make sure the About is filled out there. You can put a little description on there. You can put some details. You can put links to your other social media stuff. I want to see that all this stuff is filled, because the more complete that your profile is, the better it's going to be picked up by search, the better it's going to help you guys out, and the easier it's going to be for people to actually find you guys, okay? Excuse me. I'm talking a lot. YouTube. Right now, there's YouTube, there's Vimeo, there's about 3 or 4 other video streaming type of services that are trying to compete with YouTube and stuff like that. But seriously, guys, YouTube is it right now. I mean, for what our purposes are, for purposes of class, for purposes of using things in public relations, for purposes of getting things out into Google and Google search, YouTube is king, because it is owned by it. I mean, right now, this Google Hangout is being recorded by YouTube because, Google and YouTube are together. Excuse me. Been a little sick. And one always benefits the other very greatly, okay? So when you upload a video to YouTube, there's all types of options. You don't have to worry about all the options, but you need to put a description in. You need to put, a good title. Just like Katie was saying again, you need to put some type of a catchy title on there, not too long, because that title is what's going to get out there if people, share it and things like that. Excuse me. Seriously, everybody's sick up here in Grand Rapids. I got a little bit of a cold. My apologies. So, basically, make sure things are complete, all right? I will grade you on if, you just upload, like, Final Project J360. That's not what your web videos are supposed to be called. Call your web video something that has to do with your topic, this and that. That way it gets it out there, okay? Now, the other thing you have to do is, and some of you may have not ever done this, you're going to have to you're going to upload your video to YouTube. You're going to have to take that video, and there's a thing called embed code, okay? This will be new to some of you. Some of you guys, this is old stuff. You're going to have to take that embed code, and you're going to have to put it into your WordPress website, and you're going to have to send me, again, just like your blogs, you just send me your link, okay? Really, really cool stuff. Works in mobile, works on desktop versions, works on everything. Yeah, so I love YouTube, okay? Let me see here. Let me just check some of this stuff out. Excuse me. So what I like about YouTube, and this is what I want to get in, you guys are going to have to basically construct. Can you attach a Word doc in the group chat? I don't think so, to be honest, but you can put links and things like that. I don't know. Choose links. Excuse me. No, I don't do a Word doc. Okay. The best YouTube videos, again, have great headlines. They have a good little description in there so you can chat with everybody, okay? And they're ready to give you what you need, all right? Now, YouTube is a tricky, tricky thing, all right? And YouTube is right now either #1 or #2 search engine in the world, okay? So let me tell you guys this, and I'll give you guys extra credit if anybody can stump me on this. I always ask people, try to look something up, like how you Google it, but look it up in YouTube, and I will guarantee you that anything that you're looking up, excuse me, is there on YouTube, all right? YouTube is king. It will tell you everything, and the visuals are what people want today. But again, you have to draw that fine line about how succinct of a storyteller are you with keeping, your video either too short or too long. And that's why I have you guys do a 3 minute, 30-second max video, okay? Because it helps you guys become better, more succinct storytellers. And if you wondered why I've had the word count altering within your blogs too and stuff like that, it is because, those things are different. And they help you guys out, and they help you think, oh, okay, if I have to talk about Twitter and I only have 200 or 300 words, what the heck is going on? And stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Who's this guy? I think we got a new guy. What's up, Wabib? I think you just came in. You're not in our class, are you? Are you in J360, buddy? Oh, yes? I don't know. I can't even tell. But okay, yeah, keep listening. I'm sorry?
I asked if he even went to the school. It was a Mean Girls boat.
Oh, dude, you go to IUPUI, dude? I don't think he wants to talk. He just wants to listen to us. So.
Yeah, he's just watching us.
He's watching us. That's fine. Okay, so now if you guys want to go on your phone or on your computer real quick, I want to show you some things that I've done with Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital. Okay? If you go to Mary Free Bed's page, and this is something that can greatly, greatly, greatly help you guys out, I want to show you a few succinct things that you can do with business pages now, all right? One of the things you can do is add featured videos. This is a new thing that's come on in the last couple of years with YouTube, okay? So make sure you have a good featured video on there. If you look and you click on the playlist link, if you're at Mary Free Bed's YouTube page, you see there I have probably 20, 25 playlists. Playlists are amazing, okay? If you want to get something out there to people, like let's say on Mary Free Bed's, I have a playlist for technology, I have a playlist for our Cancer Plus Wellness program. I can take that playlist, I can take a video from that playlist, and I can embed that on the web page for my Cancer Plus Wellness program, and it just keeps playing the videos down in the playlist, okay? So that's an awesome feature to have. And if, again, just like you're doing with your own personal pages, make sure that, if you click on a playlist, like you guys click on a Cancer Plus Wellness program one, you see there that there's great recipe ideas and yoga tips designed to keep you strong and healthy. So we put that on there for a reason, to try to get some SEO stuff. Woo, excuse me. Pardon me with that. So check out the playlist, okay? And again, if you click on the About, you see there that I have a description about Married Free Bed. I have a couple links on there and things like that. You know, really take advantage of everything that YouTube has to offer. Now, again, the other thing is it's not very good for editing. You can do some very minor edits with YouTube. You can add some songs to it. You can take off, you know, like clip the front and the end, things like that. You can add filters like Instagram and stuff. But you know, guys, don't mess with that stuff. That's really amateur hour. And, you know, you guys as communication professionals, again, if you're using Apple, use iMovie. If you're using PC, you can use Windows Live Movie Maker. And those are the easiest and free software that you can get to do your web video. And then again, you know, just upload, you know, your web video and you're done. But as far as, you know, business, and again, it's 6:30 and I don't want to go too long out here, but just like every other platform that we've talked about, there's definitely a paid advertising feature of YouTube. It's big business. It's big money. You can choose different ways to advertise on YouTube. You can choose ways that are, you can just do your video, you can do your page, those fun things. So it's pretty cool. You know, check that out. So has anybody ever used YouTube professionally? Here before we end class, has anybody ever used it, you know, for like a client or like an organization? No? Okay, well this is going to be everybody's first go around with YouTube. So just make sure that you get, you know, your stuff filled out. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll chat more about YouTube. And again, if you guys have any questions about, you know, just the basics of YouTube and stuff, it's kind of funny, but you can YouTube it. So go on YouTube and Google, you know, basic YouTube 2015 and stuff like that, because you'll find hundreds and hundreds of videos that might be outdated and stuff like that, and they'll help you out, okay? So that's it. Has anybody got any big questions before we end class tonight?
I do. Who is Wahid? I still want to know.
What's up?
Who is that? I want to know still.
Oh, I don't know. His username is Wahib or something like that. So he's laughing at us, but hey, it's all right, man. He can hang out.
Right, Wahib, you look like you like 12.
Yeah, come on, Wahib. You want to chat with his brother or what? See, I put these public on my Google Plus profile so people can come in if there is, you know, there is a spot. So that must have been what happened up to 10.
Our hashtag's just working. That's all that this is showing.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man, use it. Hashtag J360 all the way. Okay, everybody. It's 6:32. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. I'm going to sign off. Again, you have a blog due at the end of this week, so check that out. It's on Twitter, and just keep up the post. And that's it. I will see